so bear with me. Thank you, family, friends, patrons and patients, donors and the dedicated for making this event possible. What a wonderful show of support we have here. With all the support we have here, not only at our nation's capital, but all across America, we will be heard. Just a few key points. We're in a national park. Be respectful. The etiquette is to be of a respectful person, and we are. Now I'm going to address these words to the people unaware of our key points, or perhaps disregarding them. The passersby, the politicians, and our 44th president, President Obama, and his cabinet. Mr. President, on national television, you laughed off a question directed to you at the town hall. That question was on the topic of marijuana, a topic that soared to the top of the poll. Witnessing the war on drugs is a failure. Why can't we turn all the failures around and make those positive strides towards economic crisis? Mr. President, your laughter stung and still does. Can you feel it from Camp David? How about Air Force One? What about your Secret Service? I didn't think so. Perhaps a walk in other people's shoes is needed. So many of our nation's people are in distress, financially, medically, personally, and there is an alternative. Hemp, cannabis, marijuana tax and regulation. Ending prohibition does not declare necessity, but it gives the option to those who want to, or better yet, those who need to. We are sick, not only physically, mentally, but we're sick of the lies, sick of holding back the information that you have, sick of not utilizing the benefits of hemp and cannabis. This afternoon, we will hear from many activists for the ending of prohibition. So let's take a part of each message with you on this historical journey. Let Washington hear our demands. And I'm going to steal a slogan here. What started here in Washington ends in Washington. Okay. Now I'm going to read a testimony from a very good friend of mine who couldn't come today. Kimberly Miller from Arizona. Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly has lived long enough to experience the happy days of the free-spirited 60s, where marijuana represented the Woodstock era, the flower-tiled, laid-back feeling. We still remember this gracious plant for the calm and good feelings it induces, but over the decades since past, there has been time to refine and enhance this miracle plant to focus on the medicinal properties it so generously inspires as well. While Kimberly never served in any war, she's experienced her own war, with one disease after another, which modern life has wrought on so many people today. From the disease side effects to a ton of debilitating pain, the new stressors living in the fast-paced 21st century in the internet world has brought disaster to Kimberly and a large part of today's population. Modern life has added problems to that which was supposed to be helped. This needs to be changed. There are new stressors just living in this new world, bringing disaster to Kimberly and a large part of today's population. Kimberly has gone from being a busy, productive member of society, happily making a better life for herself as well as her fellow man, to living sedately in an assisted living complex with a daily, all too quiet, painful lifestyle with very little hope of getting better. I bet every one of you knows a Kimberly in your life. This will continue unless America wakes up and provides her and all of us the relief that daily cannabis use can and will provide once our lawmakers stop trying to arrest the American people and look out to make better lives for Americans. You are these people. And Kimberly asked me to ask you to help fight this personal war for her and for so many others like her, and for yourselves. Some of you may find yourself or someone you love on this slippery slope even today. Imagine living in a world where you could be happier and more productive because of a naturally grown plant. This is what we're fighting for. Folks, a better, happier, and a more productive world for all the Kimberlys out there may know they may die in pain, but not in vain. Kimberly wishes she could be here today to tell her story, but she is tethered to an oxygen 24/7 and her mode of transportation an electric wheelchair. Kimberly has said thank God for the internet, as that is her means to reach the outside world. And even we who are not disabled make use of the internet to reach this world. So do that in a big way, or an even bigger way. Start now. That people like these wonderful speakers here today who came so far to put faces and stories to the plights on this drug war has landed us in. This is not just another news story, it's real people's lives who are suffering daily because our government insists on dragging its feet and looking the other way. Kimberly says 10 years ago, she could never have dreamed of being in this plight she is now, and her greatest wish is to instill a fire in you, that will inspire you to fight hard and harder to make a difference in legalizing a plant nationwide. A plant that will make the average American's life happier and more productive, with less pain and no fear about job loss. If you're not active yet, she asks that you ask someone here today, someone standing right next to you, how you can become active and make a difference in your world and the world of those you love. You can make a difference for people you even just like. We'll take like, whatever gets the job done. Just get involved. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. You think you're only one person, and how much difference can one person make? Well, one drop of rain after another makes a beautiful river that flows and gives life. And even enough rivers can oceans make. Be that drop of rain, be part of the river, be part of the ocean. Do it for yourself and all the other Kimberlys that are in your life. And Kimberly just wants me to say thank you.